Good day and welcome to the Dynamics 365 Commerce 2020 Wave 2 Investments Readout, where we're going to present some of the new features and capabilities that we're releasing as part of this wave. My name is Brendan Sullivan, and I'm a Dynamics 365 Commerce Principal Product Manager, typically focusing on Dynamics digital commerce, but here I'll be presenting solutions across our stack for you. We're going to look at just a brief commerce overview. We won't spend too long looking at it, as I think many of you are aware of the capabilities and features, but just to orient those who are new to the product. We'll look at some omni-channel improvements that we're making. We'll look at our modern store and frontline workers improvements, some new additions we're making to our intelligence, insights, and analytics, and new digital commerce capabilities that we're releasing. To start with, I would like to look at just a brief overview of commerce and kind of orient us in the product and what it is that we've built here in Dynamics 365. So what we've done is we've taken a core system which provides a headless commerce engine capable of interacting with either the Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations ERP solution or working with third-party ERP solutions through a connector and serving them through a headquarters solution that gives you the ability to interact with your products, prices, promotions, discounts, and customers to be served that headless commerce engine across a range of different retail channels. We have a number of channels that we serve today so that you can interact with your customer wherever your customer chooses to interact with you. Examples of channels are in-store retail channels, like using our point of sale and mobile point of sale solutions, our call center solution, which gives you the ability to work with a call center operator over the phone, our digital commerce solution, which gives you the ability to have rich and immersive websites to be able to expose your products, get people to discover and learn about them and purchase them. Third-party marketplaces that allow you to actually sell your products on marketplaces like Amazon and Alibaba, as well as social platform channels, which allow you to not only broadcast your products, but your information, so that you can drive market share and get customers to come to your products, as well as purchase those products on those social platforms. And conversational, so being able to work in real time with a customer, being able to have AI chatbots, and being able to work with a customer to be able to find them the product that they want, be able to help them discover products and learn about products and be able to purchase them all in a guided way. If we were to look at that cross-cutting by the type of individual who manages those different channels, we have the store clerk in the retail stores. We have the consumer and shopper who works with e-commerce systems that are driven by marketers and merchandisers. We have the customer service reps who man the call centers. We have bots and virtual agents which power our call center capabilities as well as our conversational capabilities. And we also have an emerging business-to-business solution that allows you to bring a B2B solution and connect it into our headless commerce engine to be able to power business-to-business purchasing scenarios. If we were to look at those all together, we would be able to see that we actually power a large number of traditional and emerging channels, as well as a number of customers and business-facing customers across all these different retail channels. Again, this is all being served by the headless commerce engine, which gives you the ability to manage your products and master your products in one centralized place, and then gives you the ability to serve them out across these different retail channels to these different types of individuals using different prices, different promotions, different discounts as you see fit across all of your different retail channels. It also gives you the ability to capture all that customer information, whether it be orders, customer information, account information, addresses, and clickstream data, and any information that we persist on the customer is pulled back into our central data store, which gives you the ability to have one golden customer record across all of your different retail channels And it also gives you the ability to holistically view your retail solution across all of your different retail channels and see what products are selling best in a given channel, how best to strategically place your products for shipping and for sales based on that information, what types of customers are interacting with a given channel, and how best to sell to those customers in those given channels. So with an understanding of our headless commerce solution and our unified commerce solution across the board, let's look at some of those new features that we're releasing in 2020 Wave 2. To start with, I would like to look at some of the digital commerce capabilities that we're delivering and just give you an idea of the types of innovations that we're driving in the system today. To start with, we've really been listening to our customers and our partners and taking on feedback that we want to drive further improvements into our marketization solution. It's already easy to build pages and get content live, but we really want to be able to expand upon that and make it even easier for marketers and merchandisers to be able to do their daily jobs. So we've taken our visual page builder and we've integrated drag and drop page design. So you can easily drag modules onto the canvas. You can drag them around the canvas to reorder and modify. You can do it in the outline view as well as in the canvas. You can easily move things around visually. You can double click into text and be able to edit directly within the canvas. You can see exactly what you're going to get as you're typing it. And you can also double click and add in images. You can drag and drop images on top of modules to associate them. You can set things like focal point, scale, and rect. You can adjust the images directly there to really be able to tailor and modify without having to use the property panel or the outline view if you so wish. Coming soon after this, we'll have the ability to do color and style modifications, giving you the ability to easily color and style content directly in the page so that you don't have to use CSS extensions for that. We're also giving you the ability to preview by device type, so you can easily see what is your page going to look like in reference to a particular responsive breakpoint, whether it's laptop, desktop, tablet, large or small phone form factors, or custom breakpoints if you so choose to create them through the extension package. And also gives you the ability to edit directly in those canvases, in those views. We're also simplifying the list management. So whether it's a manually generated list, an algorithmic list, or an AI-powered personalized list, you can modify that list and control that list more easily within the interface. And lastly, being able to introduce page item variations, which give you the ability to quickly and easily build variations for simple tasks like localization and marketization, but also giving you the ability to have those variations for A/B testing and server-side experimentation, as well as setting the stage for the ability to do that later with targeting and personalization. So since we're on the topic of variations, let's look at our intelligent content experimentation, which we're just lighting up and going to be releasing as part of this wave. We have a range of server-side experimentation capabilities that we've partnered closely with Optimizely to be able to deliver. And these capabilities will give you the ability to do true server-side A/B testing. Optimizely is a market leader in both server-side and client-side A/B testing. And this is going to give you the ability to exploit those variations as experiment control A and B variants and being able to split your traffic across them. We have some really intuitive controls that we're really proud of that allow you to create and manage those experiments, as well as the ability to associate content with them, and gives you the ability to support single and multivariant experiments. So you can do as simple an experiment as you want to control maybe a piece of text or a hero image, or being able to change whole sections of the page based on your business needs. The experimentation is going to work anywhere you can create a variation. So pages, slots, modules, list, content items, and images. You can select any of those items and change them out with an experiment as a variation. So you can really control any granular part of the page you want or the entire page to be able to run an experiment and see what resonates with your customer. And once you understand what resonates with your customer, you can easily promote that page so that all customers will see that content. So let's take a look at what that looks like today by running a quick demo, which is going to show you the visual page builder and also going to show you the experimentation solutions that we have. So I'm going to turn it over to my colleague, Nick, who's going to walk you through some of those capabilities now.
Hi. This video is a preview of some key improvements we've made to the Dynamics 365 Commerce Site Builder feature set. We'll highlight and demo new content experimentation workflows and integrations, and also recent changes to Site Builder's page editor that aim to make the authoring experience more intuitive. Let's begin with an overview of experimentation. Experimentation is the process of using controlled experiments, such as A/B tests, to present different versions of a web page to groups of end users and making data-backed changes to drive higher conversion rates. Dynamics 365 Commerce has collaborated with Optimizely to enable end-to-end experimentation for our users. Optimizely is a current industry leader in online content experimentation, with over 4,500 customers across several industries. With their industry-leading cross-platform integration options, security, performance, ease of use, and familiarity with Microsoft Store, they were an obvious choice for us. The Commerce connector to Optimizely will be made available to users within AppSource. Users can also choose to use any other experimentation provider of their choice. As mentioned earlier, there are also some significant upcoming improvements to the page authoring experience, aimed at making it more intuitive, visual, and simple. Through customer feedback, studies, and our own experiences, the previous editing experience relied too heavily on a sidebar property panel UX to update page content. This increased the learning curve for new users and was a clear issue in usability studies. The expectation for users coming from other mature platforms was that content should be editable directly in the graphical preview canvas. To address this, we've added inline text editing, image and video selection, drag and drop, and better content insertion controls directly into the visual canvas. These improvements move us near parity with our competition's page editing experiences, and our extensibility model coupled with this capability in some cases exceeds the competition. For example, Shopify's page editor offers an industry-leading get-to-market authoring experience, but their platform is less flexible as soon as any customization is required. Let's move into a demonstration of how these intuitive page editing improvements and an experimentation user journey can all work together. First, let's build a new marketing page that we can use for an experiment. From Site Builder's new home screen, I can directly click Create a New Page. From here, I'll choose my site's marketing template, give my new page a name, and assign a URL. In the page editor, I can quickly start building my page. Let's add a content block to the main section. I can click on the module title in the preview and begin typing right in line. Let's change the button text too. Now let's change the image by double-clicking it directly in the canvas. Now let's add a content fragment below this to complete the page. If I want to, I can drag and drop items in the canvas by clicking the move icon and dragging it to a new position, as indicated by the blue insertion line. I can also drag and drop with more fidelity using the outline on the left. Let's put the content block hero back at the top. Let's now talk again about experiments. Say we have another hero image that we think might drive click conversions better than this current image, and we want to test this hypothesis. Let's look at how we would do this. This diagram shows the typical life cycle of an e-commerce experiment. It begins with a hypothesis that some portion of a website content will perform different than another variant. We'll then configure and define an experiment in Optimizely. After that, we'll create our control and our variants in Site Builder and preview them. When we're happy, we can publish them and then launch the experiment in Optimizely. As customers view and interact with the page, we can monitor and review the performance of the different variants. When there's a clear winner, we can promote it and make it the primary variant for that page. For our experiment, let's test whether a new promotional hero image on this marketing page will produce more call to action conversions than another one. A simple A/B test to see which hero imagery performs better with our customers. We'll begin the experiment journey by defining the experiment in Optimizely. I'll click Create a new A/B test. Give it a name and description. Now I can name the variants and set my desired traffic distributions. I'll leave them at 50-50 and save the experiment. I'll go back to the Site Builder Experiments tab, click Connect, and choose my newly created experiment. I can choose to run the experiment against a page or a fragment, and in this case, we'll choose the page we just created and click Next. From here, I can decide if I want to create variants for the whole page or just some of it. This option can reduce localization content discrepancies for pages that are constantly updated by multiple authors, like a homepage. For our demo, I'll leave it set to entire page and click Next. After exiting the wizard, this automatically creates the necessary variants and takes me into the page editor where we can configure the different variants. Let's leave the first variant alone and change the second one to the new hero image we want to test. I'll select this variant in the variant picker. Double-click the hero image and pick the new image. Let's also grab the event ID for the button click we want to track from the property panel and add it as the metric we want to track in Optimizely. I'll copy it from the Site Builder dialog and paste it as the event key in our Optimizely experiment, and then create the event. I'll now choose it as our primary metric for the experiment and save. We can now run the experiment in Optimizely and publish our content in Site Builder. As customers visit this page, 50% will see the first hero image, and the other 50% will see the new hero image. We will be collecting data on which image persuades customers to click the hero's call to action button better than the other. When we're ready to conclude the experiment, we can click the Complete Experiment button in Site Builder, which gives us a link to view the results of our conversion metric. It looks like one variant had a better conversion rate than the other. So back in Site Builder, we'll promote the winning variant to be the full-time live page version going forward. The experiment is now complete. All future customers who navigate to this page will see the newly promoted page version, which was chosen based on experimentation data and will lead to increased conversion rates. In this demo, we showed a typical experiment lifecycle, all the way from hypothesis to promoting the winning variant. We also showed our upcoming improvements to text, media, and drag-and-drop page editing in Site Builder. Over the past 2 waves, Site Builder significantly improved its SUS scores from a low of 37 to a new benchmark of 72.5, and a low WOW score of 20 to a new benchmark of 70 this past spring. This spring's latest improved scores do not yet reflect the more recent improvements shown in this video for visual page editing. With these recent investments, we expect these scores to continue to improve, along with help from other upcoming investments we're making to the visual page designer, including further improvements to page-level design, style editing workflows, advanced preview capabilities for different end-user device viewports and contexts, more streamlined and contextual property panel UX organization, and continued usability improvements driven by customer feedback and research studies. We are also continuing to invest in our experimentation, targeting, and personalization capabilities, including support for targeting and user segments, improved commerce telemetry eventing mechanisms, better discoverability for experiment results and analytics, support for price-based experiments and other scenarios required by customers, and use of customer insights for native customer segmentation for targeting and personalization. All of this with an eye towards driving better customer ROI and continuing to improve our MAU and WOW scores through improved usability and user workflows. We hope you found this video preview informative, and thank you for watching.
Well, I hope you enjoyed watching the demo that Nick presented. I think it's a great overview of our experimentation capabilities as well as our visual page builder, which will show you really how you can utilize these capabilities to be able to quickly and easily get your marketing content out, as well as to drive additional revenue within your site. You're also going to be able to have new e-commerce modules, which are also going to significantly increase your ability to provide features and capabilities to your customers. So we're going to have the ability to purchase gift cards and be able to purchase those with custom amounts. Support for kits, support for pop-up cart, so you can easily present a new pop-up cart to the customer instead of using the traditional cart flow if you so choose, and the ability to have a color picker in the PDP so you can use visual identifiers versus textual identifiers should you want. We're improving our module extensibility, really listening to the feedback that we've gotten from our partners and from our customers, and really simplifying the overall component architecture and extensions and extensibility. Being able to extend data actions and being able to define new extensions within those data actions. You can work more intelligently across modules, as well as be able to work with third-party data services. The ability to pass context to modules within slots, so you can actually pass data between modules, and the ability to pass module configs to components. You can easily control the content flowing to components in terms of configuration settings. We're also announcing our preview of the social commerce capabilities, and this will give you the ability to syndicate content out to a range of different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, WeChat, and the ability to both sell content through as well as sell content in the social commerce platform. It will also give you, in the future, the ability to syndicate marketing content out to the different social platforms so that you can gain customer views, direct marketing capability with them to be able to come directly to your site and purchase, as well as the ability to curate influencers and create an influencer segment of those customers who are evangelizing your products on social platforms. Let's look now at some of the intelligence, insights, and analytics capabilities that we want to deliver in the product for 2020 Wave 2 that will utilize the rich set of capabilities we have within Microsoft to provide intelligence and insights to your products. To start with, I'd like to look at our Shop Similar Looks feature, which our recommendations team is building, which gives us the ability to create rich product recommendations that are visually based. They're based on images, and you're able to look at a product photo, and using artificial intelligence and machine learning, we're able to generate a list of other products that would be similar to that based off of their product photos. This will give you capabilities to be able to look for things like a striped shirt or a particular dress or a particular pair of pants that meet a certain visual criteria. It will also give us the ability to complete a look. So we can actually complete an entire wardrobe, and we can actually present, a top, a pair of trousers, a pair of shoes, jewelry, that all goes well together. I'm giving you the ability to complete an entire wardrobe look quickly and easily. Moving on into our omnichannel capabilities, let's look at some of the features that we're delivering that will work across our retail channel, our e-commerce channel, and our call center channels as part of our overall headless commerce solution and our omnichannel solution. The first up is our modern payment methods, which give us the ability to sell across modern payment methods that don't have bin ranges associated with them, giving us the ability to capture, cancel, and refund orders through the system. and being able to support these payment methods across all the different retail channels. We're going to provide a PayPal connector out of the box. It'll be very similar to our Adyen connector. You'll be able to use the connector for free, and we'll maintain it in perpetuity. But we'll also give you the ability to simply enter in your account details and start transacting. It'll also bubble up in our store starter kit so that you can easily integrate PayPal into your e-commerce site so that you can easily start taking transactions online. It'll also give us an extension point to be able to move forward so that you can easily work across the different channels and the different payment methods to support Apple Pay, Google Pay, Alipay, and other next-gen payment solutions. I'd like to look just a little bit at cloud-powered search, which is our solution for being able to drive customer search solutions outside of the Azure search that's already integrated into the product that many of you are well familiar with. This will build upon that capability and give you the ability to have attribute-based search, the ability to do synonyms and spell checking so you can support commonly misspelled words or colloquialisms. The ability to do autocomplete, so type ahead text, so a customer can easily find the products that they're looking for. The ability to influence relevance and rankings, so you can make sure that the right products are appearing to the customer, as well as the ability to personalize for a customer and being able to drive just what product results are shown to any given customer based on a range of factors such as products that they've purchased, products that they've looked at in the past, or external factors like maybe the weather or geographic region, to be able to present the right type of products to a customer given their particular situation. It's also going to give you the ability to do sponsored products if you want to do advertising of products on your system, as well as the ability to do insights and analytics based on searches, so you can easily see what types of searches are customers running, as well as what types of searches are they running where they can't find products and maybe you want to stock those products, or products that are out of stock and maybe you want to get them back in stock because there's a large number of people searching for them. Looking at our customer service solution, and this is going to be preview as part of the 2020 Wave 2 release, giving us the ability to natively integrate with the Dynamics 365 customer service solution to be able to drive customer service chats and virtual agents using the Microsoft Virtual Agent architecture. And we'll be able to present those directly within an e-commerce site so that customers can easily ask questions, can interact with the virtual agent to be able to get support, to be able to make modifications to their orders, be able to work directly with any of the information that's in the headless commerce engine, the ability to update their addresses or get answers to questions, and also be able to surface this information within the call center so that customers can easily interact with their orders and details. I'd also like to look at some of the modern store and frontline workers, some of the capabilities that we have coming to our point of sale system. So we're, again, listening to customer and partner feedback and looking at implementing a way of easily managing customer information in the point of sale system and really simplifying the capture of multiple emails and phone numbers for customers. So many customers today have multiple contact information. We wanted to give you the ability to be able to capture that and store that to the customer profile and be able to see that in the clienteling profile. The ability to opt in and out of marketing. So if you have a direct marketing solution, we can enable this at the customer level to say whether or not they want to receive emails, so that when you're at the point of sale system or when you're in e-commerce, you can sign up or sign out of getting marketing emails. The ability to capture things like Mr., Mrs., and Junior. So you can capture different types of titles that you want to display to be able to provide a more formal introduction in any of your interactions with customers. Be able to look at the duration since the customer signed up, so you can actually see how long a customer has been with your solution, as well as the ability to capture additional addresses and being able to have multiple addresses and select those for shipping. We also want to look at the store system health check, which gives you the ability to view all the different systems running within your retail store. So you can look at the different point of sale peripherals, the online services, the data synchronization between those solutions, and whether or not any particular system or service is offline, giving you the ability to holistically view within a store or across a range of stores the health of a system. So you can easily identify items that are no longer healthy so that you can easily take action before they become detrimental to your business. That concludes the presentation. I'd like to thank all of you for your time today and hope that you found this useful. Thank you.